yes, fast fashion is cheap, and they sell us the notion that, it's good, it's in trend, it's all that, but I don't think it really is, and it's a big problem in Kenya.
Did you know that the fashion industry contributes 8 to 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions, or that 35% of ocean microplastics originates from our clothing? Fast fashion impacts our health, planet, and wallets deeply.
I think a lot of people don't know that what we are wearing now is fast fashion, and fast fashion is basically clothes that are made out of polyester, which basically means we are wearing plastic.
Join me on this exclusive journey as I explore the world of eco-conscious fashion here in Nairobi and the green path it is forging. Albeit an amalgamate of initiatives and efforts to eradicate the fast fashion pandemic in Nairobi, the city remains plagued with textile waste from fast fashion brands.
We have so many clothes being produced, overproduced actually, and then overconsumed, streaming in from the global north, so countries like the UK, Canada, the US.
Statistics by the Changing Markets Foundation account for 900 million pieces of second-hand clothing being imported to Kenya annually. Adding salt to that injury is the fact that a significant portion of the clothes is considered waste due to poor quality and unsuitability for the local market.
Up to 60% of what we wear is made from synthetic fibers, and it's really bad for the environment. I mean, if we know the impact that plastics have on the environment, it's the same thing that we have with fashion.
However, all hope is not lost. This brand, AFROWEMA, is starting conversations on eco-conscious attire here in the streets of Kibera, Nairobi.
AFROWEMA, and I think they mix mitumba with vitenge to make their clothes, and I think that's a really good initiative, and that teaches people that we don't have to view mitumba as waste, but basically what can be reused and be kept in use for long. It doesn't have to be all waste.
So AFROWEMA is an ethical and sustainable fashion brand that was born July 2022, first as a trial here in Kibera, and our first goal was to empower the community.
AFROWEMA is an ethical sustainability clothing brand in the slums of Kibera, Nairobi, and are the textile embodiment of slow fashion. The social impact brand specializes in a unique genre of designs that appreciates African print merged with revived and/or discarded fabrics.
We do mainly clothes and accessories with local materials, everything sourced locally, the kitenge, and then we started upcycling also some items, especially denim, because denim is one of the most pollutant fabrics in the world.
Slow fashion is the opposite of fast fashion, a much better alternative that puts quality over quantity and is conscious of environmental pollution through textile waste.
We don't use plastic. For example, our shirts, our buttons are from coconuts, so we avoid plastic. And we don't use leather, we don't use fish leather, wool, any animal origin product, we don't use it.
The clothes are meticulously handmade with mindfulness of the available resources as well as the waste from the designs.
Sustainability is about keeping something in use for long. You don't have to throw it away.
The jacket that I'm wearing, it was cold and boring. Guess what? I had to do this, and I used paints to just give it a new look.
Furthermore, AFROWEMA is particularly intentional with making positive social impact in the surrounding Kibera slums and toy market, which is a recipient of dead stock fabrics and fast fashion waste from the global north, and they do this through upcycling.
Like this piece that you see here, this is fully upcycled by Grace. So we have different ways of upcycling. Rather, we get a piece that is in really good shape and we like the design and we just apply some kitenge on it, or we use the denim as raw material, so we undo the entire piece and then we design it back in a different way, always mixing with the kitenge.
To upcycle is to creatively reuse waste material into fresh new designs.
As you can see, we used the waistline of another piece that's actually, I think it was jacket, if I'm not wrong. And then you can see different patches of that stock denim that we bought. This was part of some jeans, some trousers. This fabric is something that I actually got from Ghana. It's very unique. 100% cotton. We don't use fabric, but it's not 100% cotton. Actually, here you can actually see this was the pockets. So we remove the outside parts. Then you have the inner parts also with kitenge. We also try to reuse the zips as much as we can.
The eco-fashion powerhouse transcends traditional confines of what clothes should look like and embraces an innovative and unorthodox yet effective way of creating fashionable pieces, all whilst being mindful of the environment.
You don't need to buy fast fashion to look good. And in fact, if you're buying from slow fashion brands, for sure you're gonna be wearing unique pieces, very exclusive. In our case, we don't have a big production, so you'll see 4, 5, 6 items maximum of each design. So it's also good to look to be unique, exclusive. Also, that's why I don't like fast fashion, because everyone looks the same.
AFROWEMA is one of the brands forging a much-needed green path in the wake of a fast fashion pandemic in Nairobi. They are literally fashioning a greener Nairobi.
That's a hard question. Okay, so I think it's really important for everyone to get it that we all wear clothes. So whether you like it or not, you are a part of the fashion industry, and you have to care where your clothes come from and where they're going.